Hello guys, welcome to Sesha Lessons. Please, after watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. All right, so we are going to attack June 2025 paper one, right? Which is June 2025 paper one, right? Which is written here. This is June 2025 paper one, right? So please, before or after watching this video, don't hesitate to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video, right? So for those who are going to sit for external final ZIMS exams, please try to watch this video so that you can see the topics which are popular, especially when dealing with paper one, so that you can prepare for your final exam. All right, so let's start with the question number one. Remember, this one is paper one, so no calculator is needed. All right, so let's first attack the first part, which is question number one. Let's attack the first part. Please, after watching, don't forget to subscribe, right? So we are given the first question number 1A, right? So we are given express form 560 in standard form. Just remember, a standard form is always written in the form a times 10 to the power n. A times 10 to the power n, whereby a is just a value which is found between 1 to 9 inclusive. It might be 1.1, 1.2, or 2.1, 2.2, up to 9.9, right? So meaning to say this a should be value which is one digit then comma, right? No two or more digits then comma, no, right? So you just focus on one digit then comma something, all right? So then n is the power which can be either positive or negative. This power can be positive when dealing with the question like the one we are going to attack. Then the question, this value of n might be negative when we are given the first values which are given like zeros, zero comma something, right? Meaning to say n becomes negative. For this case, n becomes positive. Why? Because we are moving from right to the left, right? We are moving from the right to the left. Let's move the comma from where there is a comma here, right here. 4, 5, 6, 0. We have comma 0, 0, and so on. So let's move comma 1, right? 2 here, 3 here, right? So the solution becomes 4.56 times 10 to the power of 3. Remember, the solution becomes positive. Why? Because you are moving from right to left. Considering this solution, it might be written in the form 4.56 times 10 to the power of 3, whereby 0 is not much important. So the solution becomes 4.56 times 10 to the power of 3. All right, let's move on. Question number B. Let's move on. Question number B, right? It is given that 2 times 10 to the power of 3 plus 1 times 10 to the power of 1 plus 3 times 10 to the power of x plus 5 times 10 to the power of y equals 2013,05, where x and y are integers. Remember, integers, they are whole numbers. Find the value of x and the value of y. Right, so for us to find the value of x and the value of y, first of all, let's expand 2013,05, which is 2013,05. Let's expand so that it will be similar to the left hand side. Expanding the two, let's convert like we are converting that number to a number in base 10. So this becomes 2 times 10 to the power of 3. We have 2 times 10 to the power 3 plus 0 times 10 to the power 2 plus 1 times 10 to the power 1 plus 3 times 10 to the power 0 plus, remember, from 0 we are moving on to negative because we have 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, and so forth. So now we have 0 times 10 to the power minus 1 plus 5 times 10 to the power minus 2. Right, so we are now comparing left hand side should be equal to right hand side. Let's compare. Right, so as for now, we are comparing something which is common. Let's compare something which is common. Considering where there's x or where there's y. Let's consider first x, where there's x. Right, remember x is right here where there is 3 2, 1, 0. X is where there is 0. Where there is 0. So let's compare 3 times 10 to the power of x is to 3 times 10 to the power of 0. So meaning to say 3 times 10 to the power of 0 is to 3 times 10 to the power of x. So meaning to say the bases are all similar. We equate the powers. So meaning to say x is equals to 0. X is equals to 0, right? Then let's consider the all right. Let's consider the value of y, which is right here. Let's consider the value of y. All right. For the value of y, what we are saying here is we also compare where there is y. Let's see where there's y. Y is right here. 5 times 10 to the power of y. Let's see where there is 5 times 10 to the power of something, which is right here. 5 times 10 to the power of minus 2. So this becomes 5 times 10 to the power of y is to 5 times 10 to the power of negative 2. The basis we have 5 times 10, we have 5 times 10 here. So we equate the powers. So meaning to say y is equals to minus 2. Therefore, x is equals to 0, y is equals to minus 2, right? Like I said before, after watching or before watching this video, please let's subscribe so that you can receive more notification on this channel. All right, let's move on another question. Let's move on another question, which is right here. Question number 2. Question number 2, all right. Question number 2, right? You are given this diagram. I managed to write this diagram using a pen so that you can see how best can you complete the angles. Like when dealing with angles, first of all, you have to complete the diagram, then you pick your answers later on, right? So in the diagram, PLQ, right? We have PLQ right here. PLQ is a straight line whereby LM is parallel to any R, is parallel to NR, right? These two lines, they are parallel to each other, so they never meet. The line LM bisects line LM bisects line LM bisects QLN, right? Therefore, NLM is equals to 50 degrees. N right here. N is right here. LM, which is 50 degrees right here. So I mean to say, since LM is bisect QLN, so I mean to say this angle and this angle, they are equal because they are sharing the same something which is common by bisecting, dividing something into two equal pieces. Find the marked angles. Here are the marked angles. We have X. We also have Y right here. Right. So since we were told that this line LM bisects QLN into two equal pieces, so this means that this angle 50 degrees also equal to this angle, the one which is written by a pen. Those two angles, they are equal. Why? Because LM bisects this angle in this angle. It's like 100 was bisected into two to form 50-50. All right. So 50 right here, 50 right here. Then so meaning to say right here we have 80 degrees. Why? Because we are saying 50 plus 50 is 100 from 180. Why? Because this line, this is one is straight line. We're told that PLQ is a straight line. So this one is a straight line. So 50 plus x should be equal to 180. So 50 plus 50, 100, 180 minus 100, we get x is equals to 80, right? Which is right here. X is equals to 80 degrees. X is equals to 80 degrees. Considering the value of y, let's see how best can you find the value of y. Just remember these two lines. We told that these two lines, they are parallel against they are parallel to each other. This line NR and LM, these two lines, they are parallel to each other. So there is a law that says that when two lines are parallel to each other, their basis angles inside, they are supplementary. By the way, the supplementary, they add up to 180, right? So 50 plus this angle, which is not written here, we should get 180. So in other words, we are saying 180 subtracting this 50 to get this angle inside, which is 130 degrees. So since here 130 degrees, so mean to say LNAC is 180. So in order to find this angle y, we are saying 180 minus 50, we get 130 right inside. Then to find this one, you say 180 minus 130. I mean 180 minus yes, 180 minus 130 right here, which meaning to say y is equals to 50 degrees. Y equals to 50. Okay, let's move on another question, which is question number 3. Let's consider question number 3. Like please subscribe. All right, then let's consider question number 3 as we are given. The temperature reading in degrees Celsius at noon over a period of 6 days were 30, 29, x, 31, 30, and 32. Then we were told that the mean temperature of 6 days was 30.5 degrees Celsius. We are given the mean of these temperature readings, which is 30.5 degrees Celsius. The question is saying calculate the value of x. You want to calculate the value of x. X is one of the temperature reading which is unknown, right? So, but we are given the mean. We are given the mean, all right? So mean is equals to summation of x over n. In other words, they are saying for us to find the mean, remember mean is also known as average. So mean is equal to summation of x over n, or in other words, mean is the sum of all values over number of terms given. So we are adding the two, but we are given the mean. On this side where there is mean, you write 30.5, that's the mean for these 6 days, for this 6-day temperature range, right? So this becomes 30.5 equals, where the summation of, we are adding everything, then divided by the sum, which is 6 days. So 30 plus 29 plus x plus 31 plus 30 plus 32, all divided by 6. This gives us cross multiplication. 6 is multiplying 30.5, which is equals to the sum of all these values, which gives us 152 plus x. Then multiply 30.5 times 6, we get 183 is equals to x plus 152. Let's group the like terms for us to find x. So x is equals to 183 minus 152. So in short, we are saying x is equals to 31 degrees. Therefore, x is equals to 31 degrees. X is equals to 31 degrees Celsius. Sorry, x is equals to 31 degrees Celsius because we're dealing with the temperature. Right, let's move on. Another question, which is question number 4a. Solve the inequality. Solve the inequality. X minus 8 is greater than 4x plus 1. X minus 8 is greater than 4x plus 1. Right. X minus 8 is greater than 4x plus 1. This is what we call linear inequality. We are dealing with something which has one inequality, is linear inequality. Linear inequality is all about grouping the like terms. Let's group the like terms. We are given x minus 8 is greater than 4x plus 1. So this gives us x minus 4x is greater than 1 plus 8. This gives us x minus 4x. It gives us minus 3x, because x minus 4x, we get minus 3x greater than 1 plus 8, we get 9. So divide both sides by negative 3 for us to find x. So whenever you divide both sides by a negative number for us to find x, the sign will change. If it's greater than, it becomes less than. If it is less than, it becomes greater than. If it is greater or equal to, it becomes less or equal to. Right? So this gives us x less than minus 3. So the solution is right here, x less than minus 3. And we were told that we have to attack part B, where we want to represent the solution in A on the number line. Here the solution, which is x less than minus 3. So we want to represent the solution on the number line. So for to indicate the solution on the number line, what you have to do is you draw a number line, then you put where there is the midpoint, you put 0 right here. Then you take the value, which is x is less than minus 3. So minus 3, here is positive, here is negative. So you put minus 3. You just choose any point randomly. Here is minus 3, right? Then, since we are given that x is less than minus 3, if you are given less than or greater than, you just put a circle which is not shaded. But when given greater or equal to or less or equal to, you put a circle and shade it. But in this case, we are given less than. So you put a circle without shading. Then you oppose where there is where the sign is opening, right? Remember, x is less than minus 3. The sign is open right here. It's open to the right side. So your arrow should move to the left side. So you put an arrow right here. Then you put an x right here. You just put an x right here. You just put an x right here. This becomes the solution, right? Let's move on another question, which is question number 5a. Question number 5a. Please, let's subscribe, guys, so that we continue enjoying the notifications for the new uploaded videos. Right, so 5a, we're asked to evaluate 0.2 times 10 to the power of 0.35. We want to evaluate the 2 by multiplying the 2. In short, we are saying 0.2 times 0.35. We can write this multiplication in this form, 0.35 times 0.2, right? So in short, when dealing with multiplication of the numbers which are starting with 0 point something or 0 point something, the easiest way to deal with these numbers, you just multiply the numbers which are found just after the comma. Right here we have 0.35. You take 35, you take 35 right here. Because we are starting with a 0. You just take the value which is after comma when starting with the 0. Remember, this one is starting with 0 point something. You take the value which is found just after the comma. Then also right here with 0.2. We take the value which is found just after the comma because we are starting also with the 0. We have 0 comma something. So whenever we're starting with the 0 comma something, you take the number which is just found after the comma. We multiply these two numbers. 35 right here multiplied by 2 right here, we get 70, right? 35 by 2 we get 70, which is found right here. Right, you count how many decimal places do you have, how many digits which are found after comma on each and every number. Here we have 5 is 1 decimal, is 1, 3 is 2, then the other 2 is 3. So we have 3 decimal places. So you count from the right to the left. We have the first value, which is 1 right here, 2 right here, 3 right here. So you just put a comma. Then it becomes 0.070. So the solution is found also right here, which is 0.070. Right. Let's move on another question. Which is part B. On this part B, we are asked to evaluate also, but we want to divide these two fractions we are given. 1 whole 2 over 5 divided by 1 whole 2 over 3. Right, this is 1 whole 2 over 5 divided by 1 whole 2 over 3. Right, so for you to deal with this evaluation of this of the question like these ones, you convert this number to improper. From mixed to improper, you convert also this one to improper. This gives us 5 times 1, you get 5. Plus 2, you get 7 over 5. Divided by 3 times 1, you get 3. Plus 2, you get 5. 5 over 3. Right? So this becomes 7 over 5 divided by 5 over 3. Right? But now we want to remove the division sign and put multiplication sign. And invert the second fraction. So this becomes 7 over 5 multiplied by. Remember, here we have 5 over 3. So once you change from division to multiplication, so 3 becomes the numerator and 5 becomes the denominator. So this becomes 7 over 5 times 3 over 5. So let's multiply the numerator because nothing can cancel the other number. Then we have 7 times 3, which is 21 right here, or 5 times 5, which is 25. So we have 21 over 25. This is this final solution when dealing with evaluation of such questions. Right, considering part C. Part C, we're given square root of 0.0081. Square root of 0.0081. We want to find the square root of this number. Right, this becomes the square root of 0.0081. This becomes, you just find a number which can multiply itself twice in order to get this number inside the root. The number here is 0.09 times 0.09. If you multiply the two, we get 0.0081. If you multiply the two numbers. Why? Because we are counting the numbers which are found just after the comma. We have 1, 2, 1, 2. So now 4. So we have 4 also here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4, right? So meaning to say you should have 2 digits after each and every number. 2 digits here, 2 digits here to make 4. If you count these values that are found just after the comma, they are also 4. So we have the solution become the root of 0.0081 becomes 0.09, right, which is also here 0.09. All right, let's move on. Question number 6. Guys, please after watching, please let's subscribe so that you enjoy more videos throughout this channel. All right, question number 6. Yes, we are given the temperature readings at 0900 and 1600 were -3 degrees Celsius and 18 degrees Celsius respectively. It is assumed that the temperature was rising a steady rate. Find the temperature range. Then part B, rate of temperature change per hour. Then temperature at 1300. Right, so remember, we want to find the temperature range. How best can we do the range? Range, we can find the range by saying the maximum minus minimum. The maximum minus minimum, or the highest value minus lowest value. That's how to find the range. You just subtract the maximum number minus minimum number, you get the range. Let's see where there is maximum number. The temperature was rising from -3 up to 18. So let's subtract this one becomes the maximum, this one becomes the minimum. So it's saying 18 minus -3. This becomes 18 plus 3 to get 21, which is also found right here. Right, then the part B, rate of temperature change per hour. We want to find the rate of temperature per hour, but just remember the temperature range is up to 21, right? So let's see how many hours do we have from 900 hours to 1600 hours. From 9 to 16 we have almost 7 hours. We have 7 hours from 9 to 16. So 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. we have 7 hours. So for 7 hours, the temperature was rising from up to 21 degrees Celsius. So 7 hours, we have 21 degrees Celsius. What more about 1 hour, which is less? So if you less a small number on top, it becomes 1/7 multiplied by 21. So gives us 7 to 21, which is 3. 3 times 1, you get 3. So per hour, we have 3 degrees Celsius per hour. So the rate of temperature change per hour is 3 degrees Celsius. Right, then the temperature at 1300. Remember the temperature rose from 1900 hours, 0900 to 1600. Right, so we want to find what was the temperature at around 1300 hours, around 1, from 9 to 1. What was the temperature? Right, so meaning to say from let's say from 9 to 1 we have almost 4 hours. From 9 to 1 we have almost 4 hours. But just remember, 1 hour consists of 3 degrees Celsius. Only 1 hour consists of 3 degrees Celsius. What more about the 4 hours from 9 to 1? So from 9 to 1, what more about 4 hours? 4 hours is more. It's more temperature. So it becomes more a bigger number on top, which is 4 over 1 times 3. So we get 4 times 3, we get 12 right here. So I mean to say at 1300 hours, the temperature just rose from -3, right? From -3 up to 12. So for us to find the temperature at 1300 hours, for us to find the temperature at 1300 hours, we are saying the initial temperature plus the temperature increase. Initial temperature, which is -3, plus the temperature increase, which is 12 degrees Celsius. So I say -3 degrees Celsius plus 12 degrees Celsius, now getting 9 degrees Celsius. All right, let's move on number 7. Let's move on number 7. Please guys, let's subscribe so that we enjoy more videos. All right, especially those who are going to sit for final exams. Please try to reach out for this video, and stay tuned. We are going to host our a final exam preparation for both A level and O level, especially O level. Get in touch with us. Once you meet my advert, just take my number and message me so that you make your payment. You just make a payment. You just pay both paper 1 and paper 2. You just pay $4. All right. So paper 1 is like $2. Paper 2 is like $2. In total, you make it $4, right? Then I will assist you. We just check the dates on the advert. Once you make the advert, check the dates and also the price. But the price is like $2 per each paper. Paper 1, $2. Paper 2, $2 to make it 4. So once you reach the advert, please try by all means to get in touch with me so that you can join this final exam preparation, so that you excel your final exam. Right. So what you have to know is this seminar will assist those who have some weaknesses in mathematics, right? One thing I have to tell you is don't ever fear mathematics, but you should fear those who are saying mathematics is difficult. Yet, don't ever fear those who say mathematics is a difficult subject, but fear those who are saying mathematics is difficult. But don't ever fear mathematics, but fear those who are saying mathematics is a difficult subject, right? So let's move on. Question number 7A. Let's move on. Question number 7A, which is found right here. So we're saying round off 148,32 to the nearest 10, right? I managed to write the number, to repeat writing the number, which is 148,32. Right here, this 8 is representing units, this 4 is representing tens, then this 1 is representing hundreds, then this 3 is representing tenth, 2 is representing thousand. Right, so we want to route to the next 10. To the next 10. Remember, 10 is right here where there is 4. You check the next number, which is just found after that 4 value, which is 10, which is tens. So 4 is just above 5. So since the number which is next to the tens is above or equivalent to 5, we just add 1 to the next number, right? But 8 is above 5. We add 1 to where there is 4. It becomes 150.00, which is 150.00. Right, let's move on. Another question here is part B. Estimate 179.35 times 179.35 times 0.0496 by expressing each number 179.35 and 0.0496 to one significant figure. All right. So we want to multiply the two numbers, but remember to estimate each number by rounding it to the nearest one SF, which is one significant figure. So the numbers we have is 179.35 times 0.0496. So let's now estimate the first value, which is 179.35, by rounding it to the next one SF. So remember, SF is found when checking the first digit. 1 is SF, 7, 2 SF, 9, 3 SF, 3, 4 SF, 5 SF, right? So we want 1 SF. 1 SF is the first one, which is 1 SF. You check the next number just after 1 SF, which is 7. 7 is above 5 now. We add 1 to the next number. This becomes 200.00, which is 200. Multiplied by. You check the other number, which is 0.0496. Just remember, a significant number or significant figure is also known as a non-zero digit. So, right, so we have to ignore all these zeros. When you ever want to round off the number 0.496, you ignore these zeros. Your first one SF is right here, which is 4. You ignore these zeros. Why? Because a significant figure is also known as a zero-digit number. Right, so you ignore all these zeros. You start check the first value, which is 4. That's the 1 SF. Here 9 is 2 SF, 6 is 3 SF. But you want 1 SF, which is 4. You check the next number just after 4, which is 9. But remember, 9 is above 5. You add 1 to the next number, it becomes 5. Where there is 4, it becomes 5. So the solution becomes 0.05 now. So let's multiply the 2. We have 200 multiplied by 0.05. So this is equals to 200 multiplied by 0.05 can be also written as a fraction. So means to say we have two decimal, we have two values just after the comma. Two values just after the comma. So means to say this fraction after the comma is over 100. So it is 5 over 100. So these two zeros, you cancel these two zeros. Getting 2 times 5, we get 10, right? 10 becomes the solution. Let's move on. Question number 8. Let's move on. Question number 8. Let's move on. Question number 8. Please, let's subscribe on this channel so that you enjoy more videos. All right. Question number 8 is saying a solid cuboid measures 5 by 5 centimeters by 2 centimeters by x centimeters. Form an expression in terms of x for the total surface area of the cuboid. Right. The total surface area of the cuboid is given as length times width plus length times height plus width times height. Then everything multiplied by 2. In other words, you are saying 2 multiplied by length times width plus 2 multiplied by length times height plus 2 multiplied by width times height. But in other words, you might to factor out 2, which is something like, which is common. So this gives us 2 open bracket length times width plus length times height plus width times height. So now substituting the values, 2 open bracket, we have the length, which is 5 times width, which is 2, plus 5 times height, which is x unknown, 5 times x plus 2 times width, 2 times width. So we have 2 times x now, 2 times height, 2 times x to x, right? This becomes 2 open bracket, 5 times 2 we get 10 plus 5 times x we get 5x plus 2 times x we get 2x. This gives us 2 open bracket 10 plus 7x, because we are saying 5x plus 2x we get 7x. So 2 plus 2 times 10 we get 20 here. 2 times plus 7x we get plus 14. So the solution becomes 20 plus 14x, which is also found right here, which is 20 plus 14x. This is an expression in terms of x for the surface area of the cuboid. Let's move on part B. Let's move on part B. On part B, which is B item 1, we are given that the total surface area of the cuboid is 62 square centimeter. The total surface area of the cuboid is 62 square centimeter. Form an equation in x. We just want to form an equation. So you just take the solution right here, which is 20 plus 14x is equals to the total surface area we are given, which is 62. So this becomes 20 plus 14x is equals to 62. Right. This becomes 20 plus 14x is equals to 62. No need to solve. Why? Because we're just asking to form an equation. So the solution becomes 20 plus 14x is equals to 62. Let's move on the other item, which is B item 2. Solve the equation. Solve the equation in B item 1 to find the value of x. You are now solving. You are saying 20 plus 14x is equals to 62, which is a linear equation. So whenever we are dealing with the linear equation, what you have to do is we have to group like terms, grouping like terms. So you are saying 20 plus 14x is equals to 62. Grouping like terms, it becomes 14x. You just leave 14x right here. Then you say 20 to this side. You jump 20 to this side. 20 to this side, it becomes 62 minus 20. This becomes 14x is equals to 42, because you are saying 62 minus 20, you get 42. Divide both sides by 14. So x is equals to 3. X is equals to 3. Right. So, okay, I just forgot to write the value here on this space, because next time, don't forget to write the solution right here, because we are given this space for you to write the solutions you manage to get during the calculation. So x is equals to 3. Just write x equals to 3 right here. Right, let's move on. Another question, number 9a. Question number 9a. Number 9a, we are given a solid object is a mass of, let me zoom the question. A solid object is a mass of 300 kg and a volume of 2 cubic meter. Remember, volume is given cubic meters or cubic centimeters. Then the mass is also given kg. Kg is one of the SI unit of mass. Right. Then calculate the density of the object. Remember, density is equals to mass over volume. Density is equals to mass over volume, but you're given the mass, which is 800 kg, over volume, which is 2 cubic meter. You divide 300 by 2, you get 150 kg per cubic meter. 150 kg per cubic meter, you can just write 1 kg meter to the power of minus 3. But by the way, the solution becomes 150 kg per cubic meter. Right, let's see how best can we deal with the part B, which is 9b. 9b, we are given a solid object has a mass of 300 kg. A solid object, all right, a solid object has a mass of 300 kg and a volume of 2 cubic, sorry, I'm just repeating the first part question. We are considering part B. A solid object has a mass of 300. A solid object is a mass of 300 kg and a volume of 2 cubic. Calculate the volume of the similar object given that its mass is 975 kg. So you want to find the volume, but remember density is also mass over volume. So just make volume the subject of formula. You just do cross multiplication right here. You get volume times density is equals to mass. You divide both sides by the density, but don't find the volume. So volume is equals to mass over density. Volume is equals to mass over density. But you are given the mass, which is 975 kg over the density, which is 150 kg per square meter. Why? Because we are told that these two objects, solid objects, they are similar. So now we get 975 divided by 150. I managed to reduce these numbers by dividing everything by 25, numerator and the denominator. Then I managed to get 39 over 6. 39 over 6, 6 into 39, which is 6 wholes, 3 over 6. In other words, they are saying 6 wholes and a half, or 6.5. So the solution becomes 6.5 cubic meter because we're finding the volume. All right, let's move on another question, which is question number 10. Question number 10. Question number 10, you're given that the diagram is a sketch of the graph y is equals x squared plus x minus 12. This one is a sketch of the functional graphs. Right? The graph casts the y-axis. We're told that this graph casts the y-axis. This graph touches the y-axis right here, where there is when x is 0, right here, when x is 0, then the other value, when x is 0, then the value casts the graph casts the y-axis at 0k. Here is where there is 0k. K is found right here. K is found right here. Right. So the question is saying it crosses the x-axis at L and M. Right here, this is where there is L. Here there is M. Right. So we want to write down the value of k. This value of k right here. But just remember, this graph, the sketch of this graph is cutting the y-axis, at point k. But remember, when a graph cuts the y-axis, whenever the graph cuts the y-axis, x is equals to 0, like what is written here. Whenever the graph cuts the x-axis, y is equals to 0. Y-axis, x equals to 0. But this graph cuts the y-axis at point k, so means to say x is equals to 0 here, right here. So when x is equals to 0, you take your graph which cuts the y-axis, which is y is equals to x squared plus x minus 12. You substitute where there is x, you put 0. So you say y is equals to x squared plus x minus 12. You put where the x, put 0. This becomes y is equals to 0 squared plus 0 minus 12. So 0 minus 12, you get minus 12. So we say y is equals to minus 12. This is y-intercept. The graph cuts the y-axis at minus 12. So meaning to say the value of k is minus 12. That's the y-intercept where the graph cuts the y-axis. So k is equals to minus 12. Right, let's move on the other part, which is part B. Part B, we are asked to find the length of LM. LM. right? So for us to find the length LM, first of all, you find the coordinates of L and the coordinates of M. Then you use this formula. So for the coordinates of L, remember a straight line. This graph cuts the x-axis now. This is x-axis. This graph cuts the x-axis at point L and M. So when the graph cuts the x-axis, so meaning to say x-axis y is equals to 0, which is right here. X-axis y is equals to 0, because this graph cut the x-axis y is equals to 0. So you put where there is y right here, where is y is equals to x squared plus x minus 12. Where there is y, you put 0 right here, because your x-axis y is equals to 0, put 0 right here. So this becomes y is equals to x squared plus x minus 12. Then where there's y, put 0, it becomes 0 is equals to x squared plus x minus 12. You solve this quadratic equation using the method of factors. So 0 is equals to, you find the factors where there is x squared times minus 12, you get minus 12x squared. The factors of minus 12, which gives us a positive 1 right here. These are the factors, which is plus 4 minus 3. Plus 4 minus 3. So the factors are 0 is equals to x plus 4 and x minus 3. So solving, x is equals to x plus 4 is equals to 0, or x minus 3 is equals to 0. So means say x is equals to minus 4 and x is equals to 3. So where this x is equals to minus 4 is found to the negative side here. So where there is this side, x is equals to minus 4. Then this positive side, x is equals to 3. So the side of L where there is x is minus 4, y is 0. Then M, x is 3, y is 0. Here are the coordinates. Now finding the length of LM. We found the length of LM by using this formula, square root of x squared plus y squared. Length is also known as modulus magnitude. Just note that. So we are saying, finding the length, we are saying the value of x minus this other one, or this one, 3 minus 4, all squared plus 0 minus 0. Here we get 3 minus 4, we get 7 squared plus 0 squared, you get 49, root of 49, which is equal to 7. So meaning to say this length LM is 7 units. The length LM is 7 units. Right, let's move on another question, which is question number 11. Let's move on question number 11. Question number 11, we are given that y is directly proportional to the square. Y is directly proportional to the square root of x. Y is directly proportional to the square root of x. Right, so we want to find the formula connecting x and y. Given that x is equals to 8 when y is equals to 16, we're given x is equals to 8 and y is equals to 16. These values, the initial values you are given, same time with the question, they are used to find the constant. But at this point, I'm not asked which constant I'm going to use. But at my own, I can decide which constant I'm going to use. So let the constant be k. Let the constant be k. So we are saying y varies directly at the square root of x. Y varies directly at the square root of x. Then removing this variation sign, putting the constant. So y is equals to k root of x. Y is equals to k root of x. Right? So this becomes y is equal, remember y is equals to 16. Y is equals to 16. So 16 over 16 is equals to root of 8 over root of 8k. Then divide both sides by root 8 because we want to find k. This becomes 16 over root 8. K is equals to 16 over root 8. But remember, root 8 can be expressed further in said form. Root 8 is 4 times 2, which is 2 root 2. So k is equals to 16 over 2 root 2. Then this 2 cancel this 16, get 8. So 8 over root 2. Now k equals 8 over root 2. Since you want to find the formula connecting x and y, we substitute to the original equation. Where there is k, you put the value of k, you manage to find. So y is equals to 8 over root 2, 8 over root 2, then root k. Then this becomes y is equals to 8 over root 2, then multiplied by root k. Right? Then find the value of x when y is equals to 12. We want to find the value of x when y is equals to 12. So here y is 12 here. So y is equals to, we are using this formula, this formula connecting y is equals to 8 over root 2 multiplied by root x. So where there is y, you put 12. So 12 is equals to 12 equals 8 over root 2 multiplied by root x. We multiply both sides by the LCM, which is root 2. Multiply both sides by root 2. Or you do cross multiplication. So multiply both sides by root 2. This one you cancel this one. Now getting 12 root 2 is equals to 8 root x. We want to find x divided both sides by 8, divided both sides by 8. Then we have 12, we have 8 right here. So, but remember, we can reduce 12 and 8 by divided by the same number. Divide this by 4, divide this by 4. This becomes 3 root 2 over 2. So 3 root 2 over 2 is equals to root x. So root x is equals to 3 root 2 over 2. Right, now we want to find the value of x. So you square both sides. Square both sides, you square this, then you square this. Right, left and right hand side. So x is equals to 3 squared, you get 9 times root of 2 squared. This 2 cancel this root, we only left with the 2 over 4. 9 times 2 we get 18. So x is equals to 18 over 4. 4 into 18, which is 4 wholes, 1 over 2, which is 4.5. So x is equals to 4.5, or x is equals to 4.5. Right, let's move on. Question number 12a. Question number 12a, we are given evaluate 12a item 1. Evaluate 1 over 3 or to the power of minus 2 over 3. Let me zoom the question so that it becomes clear. All right, so we are saying 1 over 3 or to the power of minus 2, which is 1 over 3 or to the power of minus 2. Actually, the laws of indices said that whenever you are given the negative power, you just remove that negative by putting a 1 over the same fraction without a negative. 1 over the same fraction without a negative. So I managed to say 1 over the same fraction without a negative, or to the power 2. Then I put 1 over 3, or to the power 2. So in other words, I'm saying 1 divided by 1 over 3, I get 3. Because I'm saying I can say 3, I can just invert 3 to substitute 1 and 1 to substitute 3, it becomes 3 over 1, and this 1 on top will disappear. So this becomes 3 over 1. This becomes 3 over 1, which is 3. 3 to the power 2, which is 9. But 3 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 simply means 3 times 3, we get 9 right here. So meaning to say 3 to the power 3 is different from 3 times 2. Just note that 3 to the power 2, meaning to say what number do we get when 3 multiply itself in 2 times? 3 times 3 gets 9. Right, let's move on another question, which is item 2. Item 2, we are given that 4 squared plus 4 to the power 0. 4 squared simply means 4 times 4, all right? We get 16 plus 16 to the power 0. And B, we have a law of index which states that a number or n letter raised to the power 0, n number or n letter raised to the power 0, the solution is 1. So a to the power 0 is 1. So simply means 4 to the power 0 also 1. So 4 times 4, 16. With 16 plus 1, we get 17. So 17 becomes the solution for this part. Right, let's move on another question, which is question number 12b. Question number 12b. Question number 12b is saying solve the equation 5 to the power of a minus 1 equal to 125. The question 12b is saying solve the equation 5 to the power of, let me zoom the question so that it becomes clear. So we are saying 5 to the power of a minus 1 equals to 125. So what we have to do is we have to say 5 to the power of a minus 1 is equals to 125. Then we have 5 to the power of a minus 1. We want to make these bases similar so that we can equate the powers, because we have the law under laws of index which says that a to the power x is equals to b to the power x. I mean, a to the power of x is equals to x to the power of x. Simply means a is equals to b. A and b, they are all equal, right? So we want to apply that law. So a to the power of 5 to the power of a minus 1 must be equal to 5 to the power of something to get 125, which is 5 to the power of 3. 5 to the power 3. All right. So since the bases are now similar, you can actually equate the powers. You can actually equate the powers by saying a minus 1 equal to 3. A minus 1 equal to 3. So let's now solve this linear equation, which is a minus 1 is equal to 3. Now that we are grouping the like term, so a is equals to 3 plus 1. So a is equal to 4. So meaning to say a is equals to 4 become the solution. A is equals to 4 becomes the solution, right? All right, let's move on another question. Let's move on another question, which is question number 13. Question number 13. Question number 13, you are given factorize completely. You are given factorize. It means with the question. Factorize completely 5m squared minus 20. Factorize completely 5m squared minus 20. Right? Factorize completely 5m squared minus 20. So we are saying 5m squared minus 20. 5m squared minus 20. Alright, so factor out 5. So since 5 is common right here, we factor out something which is common. We check with something which is common. So for this case, 5 is common because 5 can end with this expression, also this expression. So factor out 5. 5 into 5m squared, you get m squared. 5 into 20, you get 4. So factor out 5, you get 5 open bracket m squared minus 4. So, but still we have different 2 squared inside the brackets, which is m squared minus 4. M squared minus 4, we still have different 2 squares inside. Right? So what you are saying here is 5, you open big bracket. You say 5 open big bracket, then open a small bracket, m plus or minus 2. Close a small bracket, then big bracket. This big bracket simply means 5 is affecting everything inside the bracket. So this becomes 5 open big bracket, then open a small bracket, a plus 2. You close a small bracket, you open a small bracket, a minus 2. You open a small bracket, then you close small bracket, then you close big bracket. Why? Because 5 is affecting everything. So whenever we're dealing with the difference between m squared minus 4, in other words, we are saying we find the square root of m and the square root of 4. The square root of m, which is m, the square root of 4, which is 2. Then the first expression we take positive, the other one take negative. Or the first take negative, the other one take positive. So we say plus or minus. Both the first one take positive, the other one take negative. Right, so this becomes the solution for that question, which is 5 open bracket, open big bracket, open small bracket, a plus 2 closing small bracket, open small bracket, a minus 2 closing small bracket, closing big bracket. This becomes the solution. Right, please after watching, guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Let's move on. Question number 13b. Question number 13b, we are given simplify 3x plus 3y or over x squared minus y squared. I want to simplify this one. Right, so let's consider something which is common in dealing with the numerator. 3 is common. Factor out 3, which is common. Only left with 3 open bracket x plus y over. Then let's consider the denominator. We have x squared minus y squared. X squared minus y squared. X squared minus y squared is one of the difference of 2 squares. So find the square root of y. How can you determine if a given question is a different 2 squares? You check if the given value, the first value, are you able to find the square root of x squared? Are you able to find the square root of y squared? Yes, I am able. Are you given a negative sign between the two expressions? Yes, I am given. If you given positive, it's no longer different 2 squares. Different 2 squares is whereby we will be given something where we are able to find the square root of the first one and the square root of last one, and given a negative sign between. So the square root of x squared, which is x, the square root of y squared, which is y. So this becomes x minus y in brackets, x plus y in brackets. Then this x plus y, you cancel this x plus y. So only left with 3 over x minus y, which is 3 over x minus y, become the solution. Right, let's move on another question, which is question number 14. Question number 14. Question number 14. Question number 14. Question number 14 is saying the table below shows the number of children living in houses, right, at the staff quarters at a certain school. These are the number of learners living in houses at a staff quarters at a certain school. Number of children in a house. Then we have number of children in a house, 0, 1, 2, 3, up to 5. Number of houses, do we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 0. Right, we are asked to find the mode. Find the mode. Part A. Mode, just remember, mode is something with highest frequency. In other words, mode is the number of children in a house, but with the highest frequency. Let's consider that frequency. The frequency that is found right here, where there's number of houses. This is where you get frequency. So frequency, which number is highest frequency? We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 0, which is 5 is the highest value. Highest frequency is also known as the highest value, which is 5. So since 5 is the highest frequency, so meaning to say we are taking the number of children in a house, which is 3. So the solution becomes 3 right here. Then median. Median is like finding something which is between the values. It's finding a certain value which is found between values. So we are saying for median is equals to half of n plus 1, the term. Half of, whereby n is the number of terms given. We find the sum of the number of houses. The sum of these, we have 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 5, 15 plus 1, 16. So half of 16, which is 8th value. We have 8th value. So now find the median. We just add these numbers. Then you take the number of children where there is 8th value. So 2 plus 3, we get 5. Plus 4, we get 9. But we are getting the 8th value. So 8th value is found within the range of 4. So we take 2 is the number of children. So the median becomes 2. Right, finding the mean. Mean is noted by the summation of x over n, or the number of terms divided by frequency. All right, so finding the mean under this given data, we are saying 1 by 2 plus 1 times 3 plus 2 times 4 plus 3 times 5 plus 2 times 1 plus 5 times 0. Right, everything divided by the number of terms. We are given, how many numbers terms do we have? The number of terms do we have is 15. Yes, 15, not mistaken. It's 15, right? So 0 plus 3 plus 8 plus 15 plus 4 plus 0 divided by 15. We still get 30 over 15, which is 2. So the solution for the mean is 2. All right. Let's move on another question, which is question number 15. Let's move on question number 15. Let me zoom the diagram so that it becomes clear. Like I said, guys, please let's subscribe to this channel so that you receive a notification. So for you to receive a notification every time when a new video is uploaded, what you have to do is once you subscribe, turn on your notification button. You just click the bell and turn on the notification button, so that when a new video is uploaded, you just receive a notification on top of your phone. You receive a notification for a new video. How do you know that you manage to turn on your notification button? Once you click the bell, you see that from the cancelled bell, it becomes uncancelled. Just say hello to your bell just after subscribing. Right, let's move on. Question number 15. Question number 15, which is also known as similarity and congruent. This diagram we are given, we are dealing with the similarity and congruent. All right, similarity and congruent. Right, so since this one is similarity and congruent, what you are saying here is from this diagram we are given. Let me zoom the diagram so that we see each and every number and even letters. Right, in the diagram, in the diagram is a triangle which is RST. Triangle R right here, S right here, T right here. Right, MN is parallel to ST. We are given MN is parallel to ST. These two lines are parallel. Then you should know the characteristics of parallel lines. Just note that the parallel lines never meet. Once we are given that the two lines are parallel, so I mean to say those lines, they never meet. Right. So what I'm saying here is you are given RM, where is RM, which is 5 centimeters. RM, which is 5 centimeters, which is found right here. Then RN, which is 8 centimeters. RN, which is 8 centimeters right here. MS, we're given M right here. S, which is 10. So in total, RS is equivalent to 15, or in total. Then we were asked to name the triangle that is similar to a triangle RST. Want to name the triangle is similar. So we should know the conditions of similarity. Just note that when dealing with the similarity, shapes can be similar but not congruent. When I'm saying similar, what I'm saying is when two things are similar, two things are of the same shape. The shape is similar, but the size is different, right? At some point, the shape might be similar and also same size. Same size, same shape, we call it similar and congruent. Because congruent is something which is equal. All angles and sides are also equal. So similar, something similar, which is something with the same view, but it might be different in terms of shape, but they are same in terms of the diagram given. All right, so we are given these two shapes are similar. We are given these two shapes are similar. Then congruent, something which is equal in terms of angles and sides. So we are given that this name the triangle which is similar to RST, something which is similar. R is right here, then S right here, T right here. So RST, RST, RST. So what I'm saying here is you check your lines which are parallel. They are moving from M to N. They are also moving from S. Just remember S is found in between. R, S, T. S is found between. So we're saying R, S, T. But these two lines are parallel. M, N, and S, T. They are parallel. Starting with M, starting with S. But S is found between. So M must also found between. So we are saying R, M, N. R, M, N. So RST is similar to RMN. The solution is found right here. The triangle which is similar to RST is triangle RMN. Right, let's move on another question. Checking, find the length of NT. We want to find the length of NT. We want to find the length of N is right here, T is right here. I want to find this length. Right, so for us to find the length of NT, first of all, you check the size of which they are similar. Just remember RM. Just remember RM is similar to RS. RM is similar to RS. So I can say RM over something which is similar is RS. So RM over RS equals. Then remember, I want to find this length. Let's also find something which is similar. I can say RN is similar to RT. RN is similar to RT. Right? So we say RN over RT. Right, but I'm given RM. RM is 5. So 5 over RS, which is 5 times plus 10, which is 15. So which is 5 over 15 equal to. Then we are given that Rn, which is 8 over RT, which is unknown. So this becomes 5 over 15 is equals to 8 over RT. Therefore, cross multiplication, so 5 RT equal to 120 divided both sides by 5. So RT is equal to 24 centimeters. I managed to find RT. Remember RT is found here, R here, T here. RT is here. But I want to find this length. But I managed to find RT. But I want to find this length. But I'm given this length. So I'm saying this length, this full length RT minus this length in order to get this length. right? So this becomes nt equals rt minus rn. So 24 centimeters minus 8 centimeters to get 16 centimeters. This becomes the solution. All right, let's move on. Question number 16. Question number 16. Right, on question number 16 is given. On question number 16, I am given question based on what we call vectors. Based on vectors. Right, given that AB equals to 3 and minus 4. AB equals to 3 and minus 4. And BC equals 6 and 4. AB equals 3 and minus 4. BC equals 6 and minus 4. Express AC as a column vector. Right, for me to make vectors clear, these vectors, they can also be represented on the diagram. So I can say AB, but these 4 points, they are found on the level ground. But moving from the origin O, I can say this origin O is found right here. So from this point to the origin, this point to the origin, this point to the origin. So AB is found right here, which is 3 minus 4. Then AB is right here, which is 3 minus 4. Then BC is found right here, which is 6, 4. Now I was asked to find AC. AC is found right here. So for us to find AC, so I'm saying AB plus BC. AB plus BC. That's how to find AC. AB plus BC. So I'm saying AB is found right here, which is 3 minus 4 plus 6, 4. So 3 plus 6, which is 9, minus 4 plus 4, which is 0. So AC becomes 9 and 0. And the vectors are always given in a vector form or column form, unless you were told to give your answers in coded form. Right, let's now find what you call the modulus of AB. Here is AB. You want to find the modulus. The modulus of AB is square root of A squared plus B squared. This is equal to the square root of 3 squared plus minus 4 squared. This gives us square root of 9 plus 16, which is square root of 25, which is 5 units. So the solutions are 5 units. Let's move on another question. Let's move on another question, which is number 17A. Number 17A. Number 17A. Number 17A, I'm saying here is convert 110,101 base 2 to a number in base 5. I want to convert this number from base 2 to 5. So whenever converting numbers from n base to n base, first of all, you convert your number and pass through the base 10, then base 5, you ask it to convert that number. Then you are converting this number to a base 10. First of all, let's convert that number to a base 10. Then from base 10, we convert that number to base 5, as we are told. Right, so we are saying 1 times base plus 1 times base plus 0 times base plus 1 times base plus 0 times base plus 1 times base. So moving from the right hand side to the left hand side. So putting numbers from 0 up to the last value, or on top of each and every base. So where there's 2 here, this one is the base. So you put 0 here, you put 1, you put 2, you put 3, you put 4, put 5. So 1 times 2 to the power 5, which is 1 times 2 to the power 5, you get 32 plus 1 times 16 plus 0 times 8 plus 1 times 4 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 1. This gives us 32 plus 16 plus 4 plus 1. This gives us 53 base 10. But we were asked to convert that number to a number in base 5. So let's move from base 10 to base 5. So you just draw something like division. You put 53 right here, base 10, 53 right here. Then you put your number. As you asked to convert the number to base 10, you put 5 right here. So you say 5 into 53, which is 10, remainder 3. 5 into 10, which is 2, remainder 0. 5 into 2, which is 0, remainder 2. Then you put in arrow upward from this bottom to upward. So you put 203. 203 is a number in base 5, which is 203 base 5. Become the solution. All right, let's move on another question, which is number 17B. Question number 17B. We were asked to arrange the following numbers. We were asked to arrange the following numbers in ascending order. Arrange the following numbers in ascending order. Arrange the following numbers in ascending order. We are given 11010 base 2. comma 3, 12 base 5, and 13 base 10. So for us to make it clear so that we can see which number is bigger than the other, all right, we are asked to arrange the numbers in ascending order, right. At some point I managed to write them in descending order instead of ascending order. All right, so very sorry. I'll explain on what you're supposed to do right here. Right, so for us to find which one is smaller than the other, the smallest value, which is the smallest value right here is you convert this number to base 10, you convert this one to 10, this one is already base 10. So let's convert 1 1 0 1 0 base 2 to a number base 10. Right. Remember, you can check the first question we were given 17a. First question 17a. We are given that number 1 1 0 1 0 1 base 2. Then you convert to a base 10. But remember, these numbers are similar, but the difference here is on this number, the last one was removed. As you check, this last one here was removed, and we are given this number. Once the last number was removed, last number 1 was removed. So you just check and ignore the last digit. You ignore the last digit, which is 1. The last digit, 1 times 1, 1 times 2 equals 0. Last digit, last digit, last digit. So we say 32 plus 16 plus 4. So in other words, you are getting 52. So 52 base 10. Then 13 base 10 already base 10. Then 312 base 5 to a number in base 10. You convert the number to a base 10, which is 82 base 10 now. Right, we asked you to arrange the numbers in ascending order, but as for me, I managed to arrange them in descending order, starting with the largest number, then smallest, largest to smallest. So what I can say here is what I can say right here is this one is the first value, ascending order, starting with the smallest number. Like what you see, which one is the smallest number? The smallest number is 13 base 10. 13 base 10, the smallest number, followed by 32, followed by 52 base 10, followed by 52 base 10, followed by 82 base 10. So ascending order, this one becomes number 1, then this one becomes number 2, then this one becomes number 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Ascending order, we are moving from this one. First, we write the first one, the second one, the third one. Then if we descending, you start with this one, then this one, then the last this one. So I'm moving from this one, this one, this one. You start with this one. All right. So so let's move on another question, which is number 13, which is number 13. Number 13, number 8, number 17C, evaluate 312 base 5 minus 143 base 5, give your answer in base 5. You want to subtract the 2. Right, since you want to subtract the 2, so you are saying 312 base 5 minus 143 base 5. So 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, it can't. So you take this base, which is 5. So you say 5 plus the number you're given, which is 2. 5 base plus 2, which is 7. 7 minus 3, 4. Once you manage to give a value to this point, you also carry to this one. This becomes 4 plus 1. You just give a 1. 4 plus 1 give 5. So 1 right here minus 6, 1 minus 5, it can't. So you take the base, you add to that number, you get 6. 6 minus 5, you get 1 right here. Since you manage to give this one, then you also carry this one. Then you give this one a 1 digit. This becomes 2. 3 minus 2 get 1. So the solution becomes 114 base 5. So I managed to write the solution right here, 114 base 5. 114 base 5. Right, let's move on another question, which is number 18. Question number 18. Number 18, we are given the scale on a map is given. The scale on a map is given as 1 is to 150,000. Find the distance on the ground represented by 1 centimeter on the map, given the answer in kilometers. Just remember, 1 centimeter on the map is equivalent to 150,000 kilometers on the ground, like given here. 1 centimeter on the paper or on the map is representing 150,000 kilometers. Is representing 150,000 centimeters on the map. 1 centimeter on the ground is 150,000 centimeter on the ground. Right. So since you want to find the actual distance on the ground, which is let's now put 1 kilometer is equivalent to how many centimeters? So we convert it from kilometer to meter, then from meter to centimeter. You actually say convert kilometer to meter, you multiply by 1000. Then from that 1000 meters, you multiply by 100 to convert to centimeters. This becomes 100,000. Right. So now we want to find the exact value. So we are saying this value on the ground divided by this one also on the ground. 150,000 centimeter all over 100,000 centimeter per kilometer. Right? You check all the zeros, only left with 1.5 kilometers on the ground. So which is 1.5 kilometers. All right, let's move on under part B. Part B, 18B. Distance on the map representing a distance on the ground of 7.5 kilometers. So we want to find the actual, we are given the actual. So we want to find the distance on the map. Remember, 1 kilometer equal to 100,000 centimeter. But you are given that 7.5 kilometer is also more. Since it's more, a bigger number on top, we multiply 7.5 times 100,000 centimeters. I get 750,000 centimeters. So I write here 750,000 centimeters. Right. Let me move on another part. Last question, part C, which is number 18C. Find the actual area represented by the area of 4 square centimeter on the map. Right. Give the answer in square kilometers. So the map area, which is 4 square centimeter, but 4 square centimeter is equivalent to 1 square kilometer. What more of 0.25 square kilometer? 0.25, so is from 1 square centimeter is equivalent to is equivalent to 0.5 square kilometer. Right, then you say 1 square centimeter is equals to 0.25 square centimeter. You just square because you want to find the area. 1 square centimeter equals to 0.25 square centimeter. So you substitute where there is 0.2 square kilometer right here. Then you want to find the distance on the map. All right, this becomes 4 times this one is more, so it's 4. If it's more, it's 0.25 times 4. 0.25 times 4, you get 0.25 times 4, you get 5 times 25 times 4, you get 100. How many decimal places do you have? 2, 1, 2. So you get 1 square kilometer. Here is 1 square kilometer. Right, please guys, after watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Right, let's move on. Question number 19. Question number 19, we are given. It is given that A equals, we are given that A equals H open brackets 4M plus H. Express M in terms of H and A. Express M, in other words, we want to make M the subject of formula. Right, so there are some procedures we have to know in dealing with subject of formula. When given fractions, destroy fractions. When given brackets, destroy brackets. When given square roots, even the square roots. Right, so we are given, on this case, we are given the brackets. So we are saying A is equal to H open bracket 4M plus H. H is multiplying the first one, which is 4HM plus H squared. Right, so this becomes grouping the like terms because we want to make M the subject. So H minus A minus H squared equals A minus H squared equals 4HM. A minus H squared is equal to 4HM. All right. So since A minus H squared equal 4HM, we want to make M the subject. We divide both sides by 4H. Divide both sides by 4H. This becomes M equals A minus H squared over 4H. So This is the solution. M is equals h minus m is equals a minus h squared over 4m. Just remember, whenever you manage to make m the side of your formula, you should not get m also to this right hand side. You should only get m to where you manage to make m the side of the formula. You should not get m right here because you manage to make m the side of the formula. So you should get m only to the right, to the left hand side where you manage to make m the side of the formula. No m to the right hand side. Once you get m to the right hand side, meaning to say your solution is not correct, right? Given that a is equals to 20, h is equals to 2, calculate the value of m. We want to calculate the value of m. So I managed to make the m the side of the formula right here. Right here, I managed to make m the side of the formula. We can use this one. If you are doubting your solutions right here, you can substitute to this one and find m. But this one, I'm 100% sure that this is the value of m. All right, so I'm saying for the value of m, I'm saying m is equals to a minus h squared over 4h. M is equals to a, I'm given 20 minus h, I'm given 2 squared over 4 times 2, which is m is equals to 20 minus 4 over 8. So m is equals to 16 over 8. 8 into 16, which is 2. So m is equals to 2. So I managed to write the solution right here. M is equals to 2. Let's move another question, considering question number 10, which is all about the psychogeometry. Psychogeometry. Right? This one is one of the difficult topic to many students. Many students, they usually say psychogeometry is one of the difficult topic in mathematics. Say, don't teach me psychogeometry. I don't want to attempt psychogeometry. Why? Because it is difficult. Most of the learners, they are saying psychogeometry is one of the difficult topic. Why learners usually say this? Just because they are failing to read and understand the theorems of psychogeometry. When dealing with psychogeometry, don't learn the psychogeometry theorems only. Or in other words, don't claim the theorems. Why? Because you only be asked to give. State the theorem number 7. State the theorem number 5. No. What you be asked is you'll be asked to apply the theorems. When these theorems are combined together, are you able to apply them? So the issue is all about application. So you first of all, you learn theorems, you read them, understand them, then apply them. Right. On this case, we are given this diagram. The diagram shows the points A, B, C, and D on the circumference of a circle center O. We are given the center, this one the circumference. The line BC is a tangent to the circle at B. DC produced to meet the tangent at B from B at S. Then DAC is 42 degrees. All right. Whenever we're dealing with the angles, like I told you before, first of all, you complete this diagram. After you complete this diagram, you'll be able to just find these angles or these angles. All right. So let's complete the diagram. Right. So we are given 42 right here. We are given 42 right here. We are given 42 right here. 42 right here. But there is just note that there is a law which says that once we have 42 right here, this one is also 42. Why? Because we have the angles which are subtended by this code. Angles subtended by the same code. These two angles, this angle and this angle, they are equal because they are subtended by the same code AB. These two angles are equal. But we're also given that we have the center. So BD is the diameter. So the angle subtended by this diameter BD, diameter, when the intersection of the diameter and the two chord, you have this chord, this one chord AB and chord AD. The intersection here, we form 90 degrees right here. We form 90 degrees. But you are given that 42 right here. So 90 minus 48, we get 90 minus 42, we get 48 right here. Then, so this one, we have now this angle on this angle. Then we can also find this angle. Why? Because we also have this diameter and this chord BC and the chord DC. Then their intersection, they form 90 degrees right here. Yes, 90 degrees right here. Right. Then from there, I managed to find this angle and this angle. But just remember, 48 is right here. We also have the chord BC. This chord BC, right? So these angles from this point to this point, these two angles from this and also from this, they return to this, these two angles, they are equal, 48 48. All right, so this 48 48, then yes 90, yes this one, right? Then we also have this tangent. We are given this tangent BS. So when a tangent intersects this diameter or this radius or this diameter, the intersection of tangent and radius form 90 degrees. So 90 degrees is formed right here. Right here, there's 90 degrees. So since there's 90 degrees right here, so what I'm saying here is now I have 42 right here. So I'm saying 90 minus 42, now getting 48 right here. Getting 40 right here. Getting 40 right here. I'm also able to find this angle. Why? Because I have the straight line DCS. From here, D is right here, C right here, it's a straight line. But I have this 90 degrees right here inside. I have this 90 degrees. So I'm also able to find this angle outside. So which is straight line 180 minus 90, I get 90 right here. So since I get 90 right here, so I'm saying 90 plus 48 from 180, then I still get 42. So let me complete the question. So OBC, where is O? O is right here. Right, O is right here, B is right here, OBC, which is 42 degrees, right? 42 degrees. All right, 42 degrees. Then CAB, where there is CAB, which is 48 degrees. Let's put 48 degrees. 48 degrees right here. I mean 48 degrees right here for CAB. Then considering the other one, which is DSB, where there is D right here, S right here, B right here, which is 42 degrees inside. 42 degrees inside, which is 42 degrees. So I managed to complete all the solutions for these questions, right? Let's move on another question, which is question number 21. Question number 21. I was also given a diagram, but I managed to do a sketch. I was given a diagram. The diagram shows three towns, P, Q, and R on the level ground. R is equidistant from P and Q. The bearing of R from P is 125. The bearing of R from P is 125. R from, yes, R from P. Where there's P, we put goes from P, north, here is 125. Then inside here we have 68 degrees. Inside you have 68 degrees. Right, but we were told that these two lines, these two lines, these are the sides of a triangle. These two sides, they are equal. So means say their basic angle are also equal. So where there is P here, 68 degrees. Where there is P right here is 68 degrees. So meaning to say also right here is also 68 degrees. Why? Because these ones are the sides of any associated triangle. These basis angles, they are equal. They are equal, these basis angles. So this angle and this angle, they are equal. So since they are equal, you can actually find this angle. How? Because we are saying 68 plus 60 from 180 to get this angle inside. Right? By the way, we were asked to By the way, we were asked to attempt this question. Find the angle PRQ. Find the angle PRQ, which is 180 minus 68 by 2. So 180 minus 68 by 2, which is 180 minus 136, we get 44 degrees. Right, let's move on another question, which is the B. The bearing of P from R. As it find the bearing of P from R. P from R, right? Whenever dealing with the bearing, you go where there is from. Where there is from. Where there is from. P from R. You draw a north where there is R, right? R is right here. You draw a north, then you touch the line, you rotate until you touch the line from P. So I want to find this angle right here. I want to find this angle. But for me to find this angle, first of all, I have the law which said that the basis angles of two parallel lines, they are equal, they are supplementary. I mean, they are supplementary. They add up to 180. These two angles, they add up to 180. So I can just say 180 minus 125, I get 55. Then 360 minus 55, I get this angle, which is represented by this red pen. All right, then considering the other angle, which is or in other words, you can just say these two angles. We have the Z angle, which is right here. We have the Z angle, which is right here, and also right here. This is a Z angle. So this angle and this angle, they are equal. So it's 25 plus 180 outside. I still get 305. All right. This is an alternative way of finding that bearing. All right, let's consider the other question, which is part C. So the bearing of P from R, which is 305 degrees. By the way, the bearing of P from Q, the bearing of P from Q, P from Q, P from Q, right? P is right here, Q is right here. P from Q, we go where there is from. We go where there is from Q. Q is right here. So you draw the north, or under the letter Q, you draw the north. Then after drawing the north right here, you touch the north and move in a clockwise motion. So the angle I want to find right here, the angle I want to find right here is this one. I want to find this angle right here. This one, I want to find this angle. This small angle, right? So for me to find this small angle, first of all, I have to find this angle. I have to find this angle. How can I find this angle? I can just say 360 revolution, 360 revolution minus the sum of 68 plus 125. From there, I managed to get 193. So 360 minus 193, I get 167. So I mean to say this angle right here, this angle right here is 167. 167. So these two angles, they are supplementary. So I say 180 minus 167, I get 13 degrees right here. So the angle or the bearing of P from Q is 13 degrees. Right, let's move on. Question number 22. Question number 22. Question number 22. Question number 22. We are given that 4P minus 2 open bracket 3 1,5 minus 6 0 is equals to P. Find the matrix P in the form A, B, C, D, which meaning to say the matrix P is also a 2 by 2 matrix. Right, so what I have to do is I have to substitute where there is P, I put this one, this unknown A, B, C, D. So I say 4 multiplied by A, B, C, D is equals to, 4 multiplied by A, B, C, D minus 2 open bracket 3 minus 3 1,5 minus 6 0 should be equal to P. But remember, P is also written in the form A, B, C, D. Right, then grouping the like terms, I can collect this one to this side. Then 4 multiplied by this one, you can 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D minus. I can collect this one. I can collect this one and jump to this side. All right. So in other words, I'm saying this one minus this one is equals to 63 minus 12 0. So 4 minus A 4a minus a, I get 3a. Or in other ways, I can factor out 4 outside. Or in other ways, I can say 4 minus a, I get 3a. So 3a, 3b, 3c, 3d. Then I factor out 3 outside. So this becomes 3. But remember, p is also equivalent to this one, a, b, c, d. So in this way, it's 3p, which is 3a, b, c, d. So 3 open bracket a, b, c, d, or in other words, I can say 3p is equals to 6, 3 minus 12, 0. So I want to find p. So I divide everything inside by 3. So 1 over 3 times 6, I get 2. 1 over 3 times 3, I get 1. 1 over 3 times minus 12, I get minus 4. 1 over 3 times 0, I get 0. So p is equals to 2, 1 minus 4, 0. All right. Let's move on another question, which is part B. Find the inverse of matrix P. I want to find the inverse of matrix P. In other words, hence find the inverse of matrix P, because I managed to find the matrix P. So for the inverse, so I'm saying P is equal to 2, 1 minus 4, 0. So I want to find the inverse. So what I have to do is I have to find the determinant first. I have to find the determinant first. Determinant is equal to AD minus BC. So it's 2 times 0 minus 1 times minus 4. So this becomes 2 times 0, you get 0. Minus 1 times minus 4, you get plus 4. So 0 plus 4, you get 4. So the inverse now is equals to, you say 1 over determinant, which is 1 over 4. Then open brackets, open matrix. Then we have 2 here, we have 0 here. These two values, we interchange them. Where there's 2, we put 0. Where there is 0, we put 2. So interchange the 2. So where there is 2 here, we put this 0. All right? Right, where there is 2, remember where there is 2 right here, you put a 0. Right, where there is 0 right here, you put a 2. Then the other ones here, you interchange their signs. Since this one is negative, it will become the positive. This one is the positive, but it's negative. So in other words, this becomes the inverse. 1 over 4 open matrix, 0 minus 1, 4 into 2. Right, so the solution becomes inverse of P equals 1 over 4 open matrix, 0 minus 1, 4, 2. All right, let's move on another question. Last question but not least. All right, like I said, please after watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share these videos. Right, considering this question number 23A. Question number 23A, right? I was given the empty diagrams A, B, C. Empty diagrams A, B, C, D. All right. I mean A, B, C. A, B, C. These are the diagrams of the empty sets which are intersecting. Right. Oh, this question is saying, on the Venn diagram above, shade the set A intersect B in brackets union C. I want to shade A intersect B union C. Right. So I want to teach you the simple method on how to shade the wanted region. In other words, you want to shade the set of intersect B in brackets union C. In other words, you can even find the boundary to shade by even checking or interpretation of this given set A intersect B union C. You can even shade by interpreting the question. But at some point, you might be given different questions and you won't be able to interpret that question and shade your diagram correctly. So what you have to do is, I want you to teach this. I want to teach you this simple method on how to shade this set A intersect B union C on the Venn diagram. Right. So what you have to do is you just put your numbers. You can choose either to put numbers or letters. As for me, I love to use the numbers. So I can say on each and every set you put a digit. On each and every set you put a digit. Right here inside A, I have to put 1 right here. Then intersection, I have to put 2 right here. Then B, I have to put 3 right here. Intersection of B and C, I have to put 4 here. Intersection of all the 3 sets A, B, C, I have to put a number right here, which is 5. The intersection of A and C, I have to put a number which is 6. C, I have to put number 7. Then if given, whenever we are given something like the mother set, you can even put a digit which is 8. But on this case, we are not given the mother set. So you just put your numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just put them randomly. Order doesn't matter. Order does not affect your answers. All right? You just put them randomly. You put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But make sure every set you put a number. Right? So what you have to do is you write the numbers which are found in set A. Set A equals, you write the numbers which are found in set A. You write the numbers which are found in set A. So inside the set A, I have 1, right? Set A, I have 1, I have 2, I have 5, I have 6. This is the set A. Then I also have set B. Set B, I have 2, I have 3, I have 2, I have 3, I have 4, I have 5 also. I also have 3. Then you write the set C. Set C right here. C, I have 4 right here. Then I also have 5 right here. I also have 6 right here. I have 7 right here. Right. Then from there, what you have to do is you write, since the question is saying on the Venn diagram, shade the set A intersect B union C. So first of all, let's find A intersect B. A intersect B, remember A intersect B, these are numbers which are found in both set A and set B. The common numbers in set A and set B. Let's check which numbers are common. The first number which is common under A and B, we have 1 is not common. The first number we have 2, we write 2 right here. Then 3 is not common, 4 is not common, 5 is common, you write 5 right here, 6 is not common. So we have 2 and 5. A intersect B, we have 2 and 5. Then from there, A intersect B is 2 and 5. Then now saying A intersect B, then you put a union C. A intersect B, you put a union C, because you want to attempt this question now. A intersect B, you put a union C. So A intersect B union C. So we are combining the elements in A intersect B and also the elements in C, but without repeating the number, we have managed to write already. So writing these numbers in their order, the first number we have is 2. Yes, 2. Write 2 right here. We have 4. We put right 4 right here. We have 5 right here. We have 6 right here. We have 7 right here. So we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So since you want to shade set A intersect B, A intersect B in brackets union C. So which boundary are we going to shade? We are going to shade the boundary where you have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So which boundary are we going to shade? I'm going to shade where there is 2. I'm going to shade here where there is 2. I'm also going to shade here where there is 4. I'm also going to shade here where there is 5. I'm also going to shade here where there is 6. I'm also going to shade where there is 7. So I shade combining everything where there is all these marked numbers. You just shade that boundary. This is the best way on how to shade the Venn diagram when given a certain question. Please guys, after watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. All right, let's move on another question, which is part B, still on CES. Part B. On part B, you are given in a class of 45 children. 30 do agriculture, 25 do computers, 7 do neither agriculture nor computers. Find the number of children who do agriculture only, right? So since all all the children in the class here we have 45. But if you say 30 plus 25 plus 7, you get the number which is found, which is above 45. So meaning to say there are some learners who do both agric and computer. And there are also some learners who do agric only. There are also some learners who do computer only. At some point, there are also some learners who do nothing. They neither do agric or no computer. You have 7 children. All right. So what I have to do is I have to let the number of children who do both subjects. Number of children who do both agric and computers. So I can let those number of children who do both be x, right? So since under this case there are some learners who do both, so I have to draw this set, mother set. I have to draw this mother set, then put A for agric, C for computers, but they are intersecting because there is something which is common. There are some learners who do both, so I have to draw and intersect them. So I have to draw and intersect them. Then here is A for agric, then C for computers. Right. So there are some learners who do agriculture, so I have to put 30 for agriculture. I put 30 right here. Then I put X for those who do both. Then I put 25 for those who do computers. But at some point, for those who do agric, there are some learners who do both. Computer, there are some learners who do both. Then 7, they do nothing. Right. So what I have to do is I want to find the number of children who do agriculture only. So for me to find the number of learners who do agriculture only, I have to say the number of learners who do agriculture minus number of learners who do both, so that I only remain with those do agriculture only. So first of all, I have to find x, the number of learners who do both. So for me to find the number of learners who do both, I have to say 30 minus the number of learners who do both, then 25 minus the number of learners who do both. So 30 minus 30 minus x, then right here is x, 25 minus x, right here is 7. So I have to sum all these values. They should be summed up to 45. So I have to say 30 minus x plus x minus 30 minus x plus 25 minus x plus 7 right here should be equal to 45. You solve that. You say 30 plus 25 plus minus x plus x, you get 0. So 30 plus 25 minus x plus 7 is equal to 45. So 30 plus 25 plus 7, you get 62. 62 minus x is equal to 45. Then I have to jump this one to this side. So this becomes minus x is equal to 45 minus 62. Minus x equals minus 17. Divide both sides by -1, x is equal to 17. So meaning to say the number of learners who do both x equal to 17. Those are the number of learners who do both. So what I have to do is I have now to find the number of learners who do agriculture only. So I have to say for agriculture here, which is 30 minus x. So I have to say 30 minus 17 because x 17. 30 minus 17, I still get 13. So meaning to say 13 is the number of learners who do both. So I have to say agric only, subtracting the number of learners who do agriculture minus number of learners who do both. So I still get 30 minus 17, now I get 13. So 13 are the number of learners who do agric only. Then at some point you may be asked to find the number of learners who do computers only. Computers only is 25 minus 17. You just say 25 minus 17, then you get 8. So 8 are the number of learners who do computers only. But at some point we were not asked to find the number of learners who do computers, but we are asked to find the number of learners who do agric only. Right, so here is the solution for the number of learners who do agric only. Right, let's proceed moving on to the last question. Please, after watching this video, let's subscribe so that you receive a notification whenever a new video is uploaded. You turn on notification button so that you receive a notification in every case whereby a new video is uploaded. Right, let's consider the last question we are given. Right here we have this question which is under a speed time graph. This one is speed time graph. Speed time graph. All right. So when considering speed time graph, you have to familiarize yourself with some of the formulas. the formula for how to calculate acceleration, deceleration, how to calculate the final velocity, initial velocity. There is some point how to calculate the area of a triangle, area of a rectangle, any shape, area of a triangle, area of a rectangle, area of a trapezium, area of a square. Familiarize yourself with those formulas. So on this case, we are given this diagram. We are given this diagram. Here is the speed. Let me zoom the speed. Here is the speed in meters per second. All right. So we have 50 meters per second. Then the diagram is a speed time graph of a moving object. The starting speed is 50 meters per second. So it starts from 50 meters per second and decelerate to 5 seconds. Decelerate from 50. Okay, decelerate from 50 within 5 seconds. Right, then it decelerates at 4 meters per second for further 5 seconds from this point to this point. So from this point to this point, decelerate for 5 seconds. All right. Then it maintains constant speed for next 20 seconds. Then from this point, from 5 to 25, 25 minus 20, which is 25 minus 5, which is 20. Then it maintains a constant velocity or a constant speed. Right, so this is the diagram. So it simply means an object or a car is decelerating from 50 to this point where the speed is unknown, right? The speed right here is unknown. Like what we see, the speed right here is unknown. The speed right here is unknown. Right, so since we want to find decelerate from 50 to a certain speed within 5 seconds. So meaning to say it further maintain a constant speed from 5 to 20, which is in 20 seconds. So here we have time, here we have speed, here we have speed, we have time. Right, so we want to calculate the speed. Calculate the speed of the object when the time is 10 seconds. We want to calculate the speed when time is 10 seconds, right? So what you have to do is you have to write this formula. This is the best formula for you to find the speed of the object when time is equals to 10 seconds. Because at some point you have the initial speed. You have the initial speed, which is 50 meters per second squared. 50 meters per second. But you want to find the final at 10 seconds. So what you have to do is you have to say this, use the formula V is equals to U plus AT. V is equals to U plus AT, whereby V is regarded as the final velocity. V is regarded as final velocity, U initial velocity, A acceleration, T time. Right, so what you have to do is we have to check the circumstances. What value are you given? So we are saying final velocity is equals to initial velocity plus acceleration times time given. So U is equals to 50 because the object or the car decelerates from 50. So initially the speed was 50. So U is equals to 50. A is equals to, we are given the deceleration. We are given the deceleration is 4 meters per second. So it is decelerating. So it's -4 now because it's decelerating. -4. Why -4? Because we are given deceleration and you want acceleration. Acceleration is equals to negative times deceleration. So it becomes A is equals to -4 because we want to find the acceleration, but we are given deceleration. We are told that this one is the deceleration. Yes, as we see, this one is also deceleration because the car is decelerating from this point to this point. It's reducing the speed and decelerating. So it's decelerating maybe on a slip slope. It's decelerating the speed. So meaning to say it's decelerating, we want to find the acceleration. So acceleration is equals to negative multiplied by deceleration. So this is equals to acceleration is equals to -4. Then time, we are given the time. Time is equals to 10 seconds. But remember the time for 10 seconds, the time for 6 seconds up to 25 seconds is also gives us a constant speed. Why? Because the car is moving at the same the car is moving at a constant. So meaning to say, for the speed for 5 seconds, for 6 seconds, for 7, for 8, for 9, for 10, up to 25 is all constant, which is found right here. The speed is constant, right? So what I'm saying here is 50, because we want to find the final velocity. I want to find the final velocity. So final is represented by u, because u by v. U is initial. So v is equal to 50 plus minus 4 times 5. So v is equal to 50 plus minus 2. V is equal to 50 plus minus 50 plus minus 20. This is equal to 50. V is equal to 50 minus 20. So v is equal to 30 meters per second. So since v is equal to 50 meters per second, v is equal to 30 meters per second, but the speed for 5 seconds and for 10 seconds is equal. Why? Because the object is moving at a constant speed. So the distance for 5, 6, 7 up to 25 is all the same. Why? Because the object or the car is moving at a constant speed. Right. So the speed for 10 seconds is 30 meters per second. Right. Let's consider part B. Calculate the distance traveled during the 25 seconds. Distance traveled from 50, then at this point where time is 5 up to 25. So I want to find the area under the graph. At some point, I want to find the area under the graph. But I want to find the area. But remember, this one is a trapezium. This one is a rectangle. Right? So I want to find the area this and the area this. Then after getting these two areas, then I sum up them to find the total distance covered. Total distance covered is the sum is the area under the graph. So trapezium, half of a plus b h plus rectangle, which is this one, rectangle, length times width. Then I'm now saying half of a is now 50. It's half of 50 plus here is 30 right here, because for 5 seconds is 30, because here is 30 right here. Right here is 30. 30 is found right here. 30 is found right here. Right. So meaning to say, so you're saying 30 plus 50 multiplied by 5 plus this one, you're saying 25 minus 5, get 20. 20 multiplied by 30, I get 600. So I'm now saying half of 30 plus 50, which is 8, half of 8, which is half of 8, which is 40. 40 by 5. Sorry, it's 40 by 5. It's not plus. It's 40 by 5. 40 by 5, I get 200 plus 600. They now get 800 meters. This is the area. This is the area, but the area is also known as the distance traveled by the during the 25 seconds. Right. This was the paper. Like I said, let's subscribe so that we enjoy more videos on this channel. Right. So before ending this video, I also want to thank Ms. Guardiola for providing this paper. Right. Before opening this paper, I've noticed that the background of the paper was written Ms. Guardiola. So I would like to thank Ms. Guardiola for providing these papers. I hope we are going to provide the next paper for November just after they finish writing. I'm sure you are going to provide the paper for us so that you can upload the video showing the solutions to the learner so that they understand the concepts, especially those who are preparing for the next examination. So thank you so much, Ms. Guardiola, for providing these papers. Keep on doing good work, right? So let's subscribe so that you enjoy more videos on the same channel. Those who are going to join our final seminar, please get in touch with us. Once you receive in advert, just message me so that you can make your payment. For O level, the payment is $2 per paper. Paper 1 is $2, paper 2 $2. Then then you also have a science or a science seminar, which is paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3. Each paper is going for $2. So in total for science, which is $6. Paper 1 $2, paper 2 $2. So it's 2 for 6. O in O, which is $2, is $6. 2 for 6. Then also we have the other one for A level. The A level, the one paper 1 is $2, paper 2 $3. O in O, total is $5. So O level, total amount for paper 1 and paper 2 $4. $2 per each paper. Paper science, common science. Paper 2, paper 2, paper 3, $2. O in all $6. Then the other one we have is advanced level. Paper 1 is going for $2. Paper 2 is going for $3. So the total becomes $5. So please try by all means to join these seminars so that you can benefit. Because these seminars helps learners each and every year. Because once you join, you excel, right? So for everyone who is watching this video, for everyone who is watching these videos, right? For everyone who is watching this video on June 2025, paper 1 marking scheme, please, before exiting from this channel, subscribe and turn on notification button so that once a new video on the next paper uploaded, you receive a notification, right? So I would like to thank my colleagues who managed to give me this paper so that I can upload the videos like these ones.